So we were playing a little bit of music there, and Sir John of Heichel brought to our attention a little news item that
came across my social media.
Can we imagine what we're about to hear?
I can't even imagine what I was just reading. I was like, no, this is going to be a joke.
It was serious. I mean, I thought it was an Onion story. I was expecting you to say it was the Onion, that it wasn't real.
I really don't.
I love teasing people.
I like this guy, though. I mean,
I bet you're all wondering what it is.
Yes. Well, yeah, I'm still shocked by this.
Can you spit it out without...
So this is
does it deserve dramatic reading?
so this is from the AP. No, this isn't really dramatic reading material, but
I don't know. I kind of
no, but this is it involves a New Hampshire lawmaker who has been on the show. The Honorable Frank Zapparetto has been on the show a long time. Geez, it might have been more than a year ago now. He was because at the time he was actually, he sat where you are, John, and he was talking about the importance of, we got to go to war with North Korea. So that'll give you an idea of how long ago this was. But very, very pro-war, that Representative Zapparetto. but
I guess he's a love and war?
Oh, yes.
Because usually we say make love, not war.
Right.
So I guess he loves to make love and loves to make war.
So this came across John's Facebook feed, and according to this, it went up 49 minutes ago. So this is breaking news.
Welcome to the state of New Hampshire.
A New Hampshire state lawmaker producing and starring in a porn film assaulted his business partner in California after...
I'm sorry, I can't help it.
This is really...
With a dead weapon?
This is mine. Oh, my goodness. Well, I wouldn't. He seems like a virile man. I don't know.
I like Frank. I got to say.
Are you having a man bro moment over there?
Yeah, I like Frank a lot, actually.
Wait a minute. You said you liked him, but Matt said he was virile.
At least he's denying it, though. I mean, at least Frank's denying it, not Matt.
Wait. Let him finish reading it. All right, I'm going to try not to laugh.
I said he appears virile. I mean, you just never know. And I like Frank, too, just for the record.
As a woman, I don't agree with you, but okay.
Yeah. Well, you can't be sure. Actually, I'm gonna start because I didn't even get through the first sentence without going, what? I can't believe this. So I'm gonna start over. A New Hampshire state lawmaker producing and starring in a porn film assaulted his business partner in California.
You can't say that line.
Oh, well, what's coming next is going to be even harder to say. After he felt his scenes didn't go well, according to a civil lawsuit filed by the partner. Well, hey, sometimes it's not.
Was it the partner that was getting paid?
I don't know, but sometimes it's not
I'm gonna cry.
It's not necessarily the actor. Sometimes it's the material is subpar.
Maybe
let's
he
not
didn't
judge.
have an appropriate fluffer.
Maybe. Well, I don't. I think that's a slightly different kind of.
Actually, no. That's the term.
Porn film.
No, that's the term used for the person that gets the guy.
Yeah, I know, but
looking more like a guy.
But I think there's a different. I think it's a slightly different type of porn where fluffers are typically used because we don't need to.
If the scenes didn't go well, then
we don't need to.
Maybe he needs something like that.
I don't know. To me, he looks perfectly virile. I don't know. Anyway, Jonathan Carter filed the suit Friday in Southern California, seeking unspecified damages following a June incident that he claims involved New Hampshire State Representative Frank Zapparetto. By the way, just a side note, I certainly hope that Gary will have a Representative Zapparetto on rock, paper, hand grenades to discuss this. I think that's a conversation I want to see on television.
What's the Republicans' party position on porn?
I don't know. Is that John? You might know. Is that in the state platform?
I don't think it's in the platform.
It's not in the platform.
It was part of the family values section.
It's part of the
It should be in the platform. I think. Prosecutors declined to file charges against the Republican state lawmaker based on Carter's allegations because of insufficient evidence, said Simi Valley Police Sergeant Steve Shorts. Steve Shorts sounds like a name of a
Porn
character
star.
in a porn film. I'm Officer Shorts.
Well, maybe he was, portraying an officer.
Right.
They do like to role play in those things.
Well, yeah, you have to have some sort of plot, however thin it might be. Fred in the Facebook live chat says, "Fluffers, LOL."
See, I told you that was a good word.
Yes. The suit said that Carter, 38, and Saporetto, 58, which is, by the way, from what I understand, the optimum age to get into adult films.
Did not know that. You would have thought younger.
58.
Wow.
Oh,
Hey.
No.
Yeah.
Or maybe it's elderly porn.
Go to California IA. I'm on my way.
That's
Yeah.
right.
We need
Yeah.
elderly porn.
Right.
I don't know. I read in GQ 58's the new 57, so,
Well, I can say that a woman in her 40s is quite virile.
Oh, my. Right. So the suit said that Carter, 38, and Saporetto, 58, formed a partnership to make adult movies, and Saporetto would star in the first film. It said Saporetto filmed scenes for the movie in California, but became upset with how they went, and the next day went to Carter's home and hit him in the head, face and body.
Wait, what did he hit him with?
It doesn't say. Yeah.
I didn't know if it had batteries.
Boy.
I don't know.
That was the battery charge, maybe.
Yes. Carter claims he suffered a concussion. Well, it must have been some sort of blunt object then if it caused a concussion.
And heavy.
Mm-hmm.
Saporetto, a Republican legislator from Derry, New Hampshire, denied the allegations or knowing Carter or having any business involvement with the adult film industry.
So apparently the police just simply picked out a random state representative from clear across the other side of the country to issue a citation.
That happened to be in California at that.
Right,
exactly. 3,000 miles away. They go, we'll pick one from here.
Yeah, let's pick that guy.
And we'll issue a citation in his name. Apparently that's what the police do in California, right? Wrong.
He's being framed.
So he.
Yes, it's a frame job. Wait, it's fake news.
Yes. Well, he's even denying involvement in the adult film industry. Like, won't that be pretty easy to prove that he was in fact involved? I mean,
well, maybe he's like, well, no, not necessarily.
That was his first movie.
Wait a minute. What kind of movie? I mean, if he's dressed in all black leather, how do you know who he is?
Well, he could be wearing a mask.
Could be one of those kind of things.
That's true.
So you don't necessarily know.
Well, the election is coming up in a couple of weeks, so.
Do you think?
If you want to elect a porn star,
you think this will put him?
Or you want to be porn star?
I think this puts him over the top. I think he's a shoo-in.
There might be some people that yeah. I just want to get in on that action.
So it says here, Saporetto said in a phone interview, quote, "I don't know what you're talking about. Wow, that's a great story. I haven't heard that one. I thought we were all done going after men," unquote.
Oh, give me a break. Oh, give me a break.
Well,
we could make those movies right here in New Hampshire. Why go all the way to California?
New Hampshire is legal.
Yeah.
Yeah, live free or die.
Yeah, we could make movies here.
Yeah.
What is it? Here in California, I think are the two states that are legal. Or is it Florida too?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know enough. We'll have to ask Frank.
Well,
next time he's on. He'll know.
That's actually something that's come up in the New Hampshire State House is legalization of various forms of entertainment. Shall I say?
Yes.
Services.
It says here, police issued a citation to Saporetto for a misdemeanor battery investigation and referred the case to the Ventura County District Attorney's Office, which declined to file criminal charges due to insufficient evidence, Short said. Well, I hope the insufficient evidence wasn't someone's idea of a little shot at Frank there. Maybe they saw the film and...
insufficient?
Thought it was insufficient. Eric Dubin, Carter's attorney.
Sorry, Frank.
Yeah.
It really hurts, I like him, too.
Frank,
I like him, brother.
No, wait a minute. Wasn't he a part of the committee to rewrite the New Hampshire Republican platform?
Yeah, it could have been.
I thought he served on the Republican platform committee.
He probably did. Maybe he did.
I still want to know what section porn goes under for family values.
Yeah. Right,
I really
do.
Since we can't have, gay marriage is terrible. Same-sex marriage is terrible. Oh, no. We can't have that.
Well,
That's
do.
in the family marriage. No. The Republican Party platform, family values, is marriages between one man and one woman. We can't have that. But apparently we can have porn. We can have porn. We can apparently have attacks on children.
You can have
sexually soliciting children for sex.
You can have porn as long as it's between one man and one woman.
Oh, I missed the side note.
That's right.
I missed the notation.
It says Eric Dubin, Carter's attorney, said he could not immediately provide additional details about Carter's background and said he received the case last week. He said the suit seeks unspecified punitive damages and, quote, reaches a new level of needing to deter others, especially in high office, unquote. In a police report provided by Dubin, authorities say Saporetto told them that he met Carter online while seeking a business partner to make an adult film and that he went to his home to return camera equipment. According to the police report, he denied assaulting him. Oh, so Frank told authorities that he is involved in the porn business. He's
and then lied to the reporter.
Telling the reporter otherwise. Oh, okay.
Oh, so see how easy a politician can lie? Oh, you just lost all my respect there, buddy. All my respect there, buddy. So much for being transparent. So much for having open government. If you're going to lie to the media on something like that, when the police are involved, you're being not too happy with your play pegs. And you need to knock it off. Step down, back off. I mean, seriously, you're a disgrace. I'm sorry. It's disgraceful. It's disgraceful.
Hey, I don't know. Seems to me like
tell the truth. At least stand up for. If you want to that's what you want to do with your life, then fine. Tell the truth. Don't lie. Lying tells me that you are not somebody that I want in office.
It seems to me like Frank's a go-getter. I mean, he went all the way to California to do this. I say, Godspeed.
I think he went to California to hide to do it.
Fred in the
Is it like every man's dream to be in a porn?
It's never been mine. I think it'd be very strange and awkward. Fred in the Facebook live chat says, one woman, is that at a time or for life? Or is that only outside Utah? I don't know, Fred. I don't know all the legalities of this. But perhaps it addresses it in the article and we'll learn together. So it says, when asked about the police report, Saporetto said he was stopped for a traffic violation. In a follow-up email, he said police didn't find the allegation credible and that he has not been accused of anything. Well, that's not that hard to believe. I remember getting pulled over for speeding once, and something was said to me by the officer about, by the way, did you happen to assault someone after making a porn that you were dissatisfied with? And
were you naked at the time?
Yes, but I explained to the officer I had been sleepwalking and I just got into my car nude, and then everything was fine. So, but
oh, is that okay?
Yes.
We'll check the video cam though.
Right.
Check the body cam.
The body cam. Yes.
Yeah. Well, if it didn't go well, it may not be a released movie.
Right.
That's right. Yes.
You know, he may choose to not release it if he doesn't look, up to par.
And they let him off.
It says
they did let him off.
Yeah.
He got off.
Right.
That's right. It says here a certificate of formation for a company in New Hampshire called Standard Video LLC lists Saporetto as a quote member. They put member in quotes. Saporetto, who is in his 7th term in the House and is vice chair of the Criminal Justice and Public Safety Committee.
Yes, I'm on the radio right now.
Why is that so funny?
Criminal justice and public safety? Are you kidding? Are you kidding? The only thing worse than that would have been children and family law.
That would have been pretty bad.
Oh, God.
Fred in the Facebook live chat says, am I free to go? That's my favorite answer.
Mine is, am I being detained?
Yes.
And I don't answer questions.
Yes, exactly.
Here's my lawyer.
Yes.
Right.
I do not consent to searches. In 2013, he was convicted of simple assault for pushing his girlfriend's daughter, but served no jail time. He once sponsored legislation to change the simple assault laws so that any fight entered into by mutual consent would only be a violation, not a misdemeanor. That bill failed to pass the legislature.
Go figure.
He is running for re-election next month, and if he wins, he plans to run for House Speaker?
Are you kidding?
Hey, like I said, he's clearly a go-getter.
So if you live in the district in the state of New Hampshire, when you go to the polls next week, you have a choice. You can pick a wannabe porn star in column whichever, column R. In column D, there'll be another name, and in column L, there may be a name as well. So you'll have to choose. Do you want door number 1 with porn?
You want the red pill or the blue pill or the green pill?
Probably legalization of cannabis, or door number 3 with probably the same.
Frank did said, quote, I imagine this is probably just another bump along the way. So he's confident he will still be speaker.
Yeah.
This is just a bump.
Some people have a little bump and then they do well with it.
Well,
I think
maybe that's why he wasn't.
I'm going to be on this forever.
Maybe that's why he wasn't satisfied with his scenes, you know. And so
or maybe the person being paid to be with him wasn't satisfied with what she was having to get.
Maybe.
God, this can't get any worse. We're going to go into Matt Connarton on Sheet.
Yes.
Wait, no, you don't have the right music. You need the...
Well, this is some nice porn music, I think. By the way, so that's the end of
Barry White or something.
Yeah. Well,
oh yes, Barry White would be perfect. Barry White.
Well, that's actually the end of the story, but I cannot resist. I need to just reread the first paragraph because this is one of the most fun things I've ever read on the air. A New Hampshire state lawmaker producing and starring in a porn film assaulted his business partner in California after he felt his scenes didn't go well. I love that.
The first time that you read that, I thought you said his seeds.
Oh, well, no. So there you go. Oh, my goodness.
I needed that laugh. I think we all did. I hope that you are laughing your heart out right now if you are listening live to us on WMNH 95.3 FM in Manchester, New Hampshire.
Well, Frank's obviously fine with it. He was just another bump in the road.
Mm-hmm.
I'd vote for Frank still. I don't know if... we do have a system here that you are innocent until proven guilty. And
that's right.
There's obviously nothing that's gone on. There's no admission of guilt, and there's no evidence of guilt.
He admitted to the cops that he was in porn, and then when he's asked here, where he's an elected official by a reporter, and he's supposed to be voted on next week, are you in porn? He lied, and he said no.
It's just a reporter, though. I hate to say it like that.
No, that's not just a reporter. That's how people are getting their news on who they're going to vote for.
Don't lie to police. Don't lie to judges. But reporters...
I don't think you should be... Don't lie to the public. I'm sorry. Do not lie to the public. If you want to lie to the public, then I don't want to vote for you.
Yeah, but is it really anyone's business whether or not he's in porn?
Vote for Frank.
Is it anyone's business that a state rep was arrested for assault and then the charges? Yeah, I think it does matter.
You don't think Ron Jeremy ever hit somebody after one of his films if he wasn't happy with how it turned out?
What? Ron Jeremy, if he did run for state rep, he would be like, I'm a porn star. That's what I do. He would be matter of fact about it, and you'd know exactly who he was when you went to the polls to vote. If that's what Frank had done, if he'd been like, yeah, I did go out there and do that, and I would be fine with that. He made a choice. He did something, a bump in the road. Okay, I'd be cool with that. But when you're going to lie to the public right before an election about something serious that you were involved with the police in another state and involved in assault, and you're going to lie, I got a problem.
So are you endorsing Ron Jeremy to run for something?
I would endorse Ron Jeremy to run for something. Yes, I would.
Mm-hmm.
Somebody told me once I look like a thin Ron Jeremy. And I'm, to this day, not sure how to take it or how to feel about that.
Take it well.
I don't know.
Take it well.
Boy, well, thank you for bringing us that story. That was No, unfortunately. That was wow. That was really. I mean, you see some wild stuff.
Yeah,
that was not expected.
Right.
That was not expected.
I'm like sweating. I'm plutzing
Frank
over
should,
here.
yeah,
from
Frank
so-
should come
from
into the
laughing
show
so
and
much.
she come on in and talk to you about this.
That's right.
Tell me why.
Yeah.
Tell me why you didn't tell the truth when you were asked by the public. As far as I'm concerned, the press is the public.
No, I don't believe the press.
No, if you're lying,
I don't believe the press is the public.
do you think that when you were an elected official, it would have been okay for you to lie to the press about an issue that you point blank said you told a cop, yes, I did. Now the press comes to you.
I said I didn't many times to the press, and they said I did. I don't trust the press.
That's true.
I don't trust the press.
That's true.
I wouldn't tell them anything they don't need to know.
You're a big Trump guy, so you're going to
No,
be all
I am a
against
big
the
Trump guy.
press, all
I am a big
against
Trump
the
guy,
press.
but I do believe in due process, and I am presumed to be innocent until proven guilty, and so is Frank. And frankly, I went through plenty of times when the press lied and wrote stuff that was absolutely not true, as much as I denied it, and nothing was ever proven.
And I experienced that too,
So
but
I
that's
don't-
different from point blank lying
I have
to
very
a
little respect
reporter
for them.
who was going to report on it to the public. Point
Nah,
blank
tough.
lying. I'm sorry.
That's his job. He's not a police.
No, his job is to represent the
Frank
people.
is not. No, Frank is not under oath. He has no duty to tell the reporter anything.
He was questioned as to whether or not he was involved with a police incident in another state, and he lied
What did he
to
say?
the public.
What did he say? No.
He said no.
He didn't lie to the public.
He did lie to the public.
Well, he's not under oath. You can lie.
Well,
you don't have to tell a reporter the truth. You can tell him anything you want.
Well, I think
Another lying politician. Hey!
Well, I think what he actually lied about was being involved in the porn industry. Is what he lied about specifically, because he said he wasn't involved in the porn industry, but apparently there's records that show that he's a member of.
Well, not only that, the
particular
police
company.
report's kind of a thing, all right? The police report is where I'm going.
I understand. It's just the reporter is the reporter. I've had reporters report absolute lies.
Try and be smart about it. If it's on police record, be honest. It's silly to lie.
Well, do you think though that he thinks like I wonder if Frank thinks that because this all happened in California that
we wouldn't find out
that nobody here is going to even notice.
Then
again,
he's
social
very,
media
very
around
naive.
the world in a second.
Yep, exactly.
He's very, very naive if he thinks that a state representative in a police anything anywhere
In a police
isn't going
state.
to end up
In a police state.
even more.
Right.
Even more, especially somebody like him who's really far right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think he's that far. He's
far right.
He's got some libertarian attitudes about some things. Like he's very, like I remember he's from talking to him on the show. He's very anti sort of drug war. I'm trying to think of something else. I don't know. What do you think, Tom?
Trying to think of something else.
He struck me as a little more libertarian than far right. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that many far right guys that are pro union.
There you go.
That's true.
Yeah.
No, you're right. You're true. That's true about that.
I think he's somewhere mixed in.
Well, I don't know. Gary's pretty far right, and he's pro union.
Sort of.
Gary Harper.
He's
far right.
He is, but he'll tell you though he's not necessarily pro-union. He's just not particularly anti-union either, which is why he votes against right for work.
He was union. He was
right
a union member, and that's another issue that's a whole nother issue.
I was in a union for 5 years.
Right.
But in medical care in Massachusetts, everybody is.
Right.
It's not a choice.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
They just take money out of your paycheck.
I
wasn't impressed.
Most sitting union representatives or most people who have been in a union are union supporters in the legislature. I don't know of any union members, past union members.
The union members that you
that
will
were
find,
anti-union in the legislature.
except for the ones who actually had maybe tried to use the union for what it's for and were ignored, weren't handled. Their cases
I don't know one
weren't
that was the
paid
anti-union.
attention.
Yeah.
I don't remember one. All the firemen that were in the legislature.
Oh my gosh.
They're union.
Yeah, because isn't that why right to work never passes, even when there's overwhelming Republican control? Because there's so many Republicans who vote against it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the Democrats
And
the
there's a lot of
Republicans
people that'll take a walk.
And a lot of people don't want to be on record of voting that way.
Well, I remember Gary, and I'm not, he's talked about this on the air, so I'm not telling tales out of school. I remember him talking about how OBrien, during the right to work vote, where Gary ended up losing his chairmanship. What was it, Fish and Game?
Yeah.
Which he loved, but O'Brien. I remember him saying O'Brien told him, "Why don't you take a walk during that vote?" And Gary refused. Right. And then he had promised people he would vote against it, and
his position was well known, though.
Yeah,
and that should have been the view that ruled the day.
Yeah,
because when he was appointed, it was well known. His voting record was well known. It was known. You can't expect somebody to change their principles.
He was telling the speaker before that.
He was very principled. He is a very principled person.
Yeah, he is.
He's not going to go party over principle.
Right. No,
if it violates his moral structure, he's not going to go.
No, Gary's a great guy. You definitely know where he stands. I give him a lot of credit for that, because I give him a lot of credit for that. It takes a lot to be able to have that kind of personality. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't think Frank's a far right conservative. I don't think.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not.
On foreign policy,
if anybody thought he was, he certainly isn't.
Far left or far right? I don't know.
Yeah.
He's a lot looser than you thought.
Yes. Apparently, yes.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the
married?
issue.
I thought he was married. Maybe he's not married
anymore. It was
anymore.
somebody that he had a problem with. No, I think it was a girlfriend. I don't know. I don't think it was.
Well, this could be why he's never married, or
Tough getting married. Yeah, porn stars.
Some do, but some don't.
Some do.
Some do, yeah. That's true.
And some don't. There you go.
Some do and do it together. So you never know.
Right.
Oh, James Dobson in the Facebook live chat says, thank you again, guys and gal.
Thank you.
Yes.
I am happy that we could bring you guys a really good laugh today. Oh, I'm just glad that it wasn't anything humongously serious, there wasn't any kind of serious injury or anything. It's not. I'm glad that we can sit here and laugh
a lot of people,
about a story.
People do get injured doing porn. That is a serious issue. I don't even want to think about it.
Right. A lot of back issues.
There are things you can break.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're lucky, it's only a back issue.
Right. Sprain your neck, you can do all kinds of.
That's right. Yeah.
I'm going to leave you guys to discuss that.
No, I'm just saying. That's why I never got into it. Mm-hmm. Plus, I'm Irish.
What's wrong? What's the matter with being Irish in it? There's Irish people in porn.
I actually don't think there are.
Yes, there are.
I don't know.
Hairy people are in porn. Ron Jeremy is very hairy.
Yes, he is. He's a very hairy man.
Yes, so why would you think an Irish person wouldn't be in?
Well, it's not about the hair.
What is it about?
Yeah, porn's not about hair. Yeah.
Right, right.
What is it about with Irish people in porn, though?
I think with porn, less hair is preferable, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, you want less is more.
Right.
When it comes to the porn, I think.
Unless it's the furry industry.
Well, that's true. I don't know.
Then maybe that's where they should have gone for a fluffer.
We'll have to have Frank on. I mean,
you get him on, I'll buy you dinner.
He can fill us in. Well, he is running for, we're almost out of time. The election's next week, but plus he might still be in California.
Well, they all know that they can come on your show. So, I mean, it's not like it's not an open door policy here.
Right. Yes.
In fact, I actually invited, open invitation. Last week before elections, you want to talk to people? Come on in.